Yeah, went with the Brown today. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Geno's Picks. Happy September. You know what that means in baseball. The rosters have been expanded from 25 men to 40 men. But you know what that means in Philly? That the Philadelphia Phillies will now simply have 15 more men that you've never heard of. This is a team that's playing out the string, and they travel up to New York to play the Mets at Citifield. So let's put a little money on this and see what Vegas is asking. There are the stats. Now, let me tell you something. After the Phillies lost last night, 3-1, where they actually had bases loaded and nobody out, Familia got him out of the jam, because I love the way that Collins has dedicated himself to Familia, even after the worst blown save in baseball against the Braves. This is a team now. The Phillies have lost 11 straight to the Mets. But let's go a little deeper. They've lost 13 of their last 14 against the Mets. You want a little more? They have lost 23 of their last 24 games against the Mets. And if you need two more words that are screaming for you to bet the Mets, pitching matchup, because the Phillies still have one dinosaur on their roster in their rotation, despite the fact that they have gone to a very young all-rookie rotation, and that is Aaron Harang. Why? Because they just want him to eat innings, and he's been eating it, period. At one point this season, the guy lost 8 straight starts. He won one, but then he lost the next 3. Aaron Harang has lost 11 of his last 12 starts, and he goes up against Jonathan Niese for the 3rd time this year. Jonathan Niese has won all 3, while the Mets have won all 3 of those starts, Niese versus Harang this year. Niese is 2-0 in those. And don't be afraid of Niese's stats that say 8-9 and a 3.95 ERA, because I will tell you, this man has not lost against the Phillies since April of 2013, okay? And in his last 8 starts against them, he is 5-0 with a 2.24 ERA. So you've got to be crazy not to put a little money on the Mets tonight. Sure, you got to lay to win, but why wouldn't you? Because you can always make it back tomorrow. And as for the run total 8, let me give you one stat about the Mets that you need to realize. If you haven't heard it already, everyone's talking about it. In an amazing turnaround, the Mets went from the lowest scoring team in baseball to, after the trade deadline, become the highest scoring team in baseball. So I kind of like the over on the 8 runs. I think the Phillies put a few runs up, okay? So take the Mets. Go with the over. And cheer up, Philly. You're a groundbreaking team. You've become the first team in Major League Baseball to announce plans to install netting on the field, which I think is amazing, yet a little bit ironic, because if you ask me, of all the 30 stadiums in baseball, Philadelphia is the one where you're most likely to get hit by a bat that was thrown from inside the stands. They're a little violent there. Those are Geno's picks. We'll see you tomorrow with a little more MLB.